Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. How do I now bring you a tip that can be useful in a meeting in case there is no light where you're outside and there are no electrical connections and you do not have wireless speakers and you want to listen to your music, but the speakers on your iPhone, iPod or iPad do not give more volume and you do not hear it as we would like. We will need a replacement paint roller. It can be used as I show it here, and thus we recycle. As we can see, it is one of the thicker ones, but there are more basic ones, and it is a little thinner, so it does not cost so much work to cut it. 2 large plastic cups of those cheap ones that they sell in stores for price. They can be any color you want, a knife or an exact knife to be able to penetrate the plastic and the roller. Some scissors, preferably thick ones, to be able to cut well, and the marker or pen to mark where we are going to make the cuts. The first thing we will do is grab the roller, and we will measure to find the middle of it and mark it with a marker or pen so we can make the other centered marks. We take our iPhone, iPod or other device that we want to put and we can measure it with or without the case. In this case I will do it with the case to be able to protect it a little more. We put it vertically since this way it will enter so that the speakers are inside. We mark the shape of the phone with a marker, and we will have a rectangular shape more or less like this. And we proceed to cut, paying special attention since we have to do it inside the lines. We take the exact one below one very carefully so as not to cut ourselves. We try to penetrate the roller and cut everything we marked, being extremely careful since it is hard. In this case, since the plastic of the roller is very thick, we use scissors to make it easier, also being very careful not to cut ourselves. Once we have finished cutting, we check that the iPhone, iPod or whatever we made the hole for fits in well, and it will look more or less like this. Then we grab the roller and put it against the bottom of one side of the glass. We mark the circumference to be able to make the holes and that it fits as tightly as possible, as shown below. Once the glass is marked, we take the knife or exact and insert it to make a cut, trying to follow the line perfectly and then continue cutting with the scissors. We take these and proceed to cut the circle that we marked. Do not worry if the plastic is cut a little since the roller will be very tight and we can also glue it later if we want. We make sure that the roller is just right since this will make the sound pass better. This has to go in all the way. As you can see, it is already starting to take the shape of the speaker, and we see where the iPhone will be placed in this case. We take the other glass and repeat the same procedure. We mark, cut and introduce the roller, and it still has to be perfectly deep. Once finished, it will look something like this. It is perfectly stable due to the inclination of the glasses and the weight of the roller combined with the phone when introducing it into it. Apart from looking like real speakers, since aesthetically it looks like a stereo for MP-ROM and 3 players, all that remains is to test it. So I leave you the original audio so as you see. This is how it looks. This is the roller that we are recycling, the 2 glasses, that is what makes the speakers. And the part where we are going to put the iPod, iPhone, or the hole for which you have made it, and so that you see if they work, we are going to try it. This is how it sounds with the normal speakers of the iPhone or the iPhone, but when it comes to introducing it, you see how it changes quite a bit and you hear much more. So you can easily put this in a meeting you have outside if you don't have the stereo, if you don't have a connection. And it works quite well so that it makes a difference, and again, It sounds quite good. It doesn't take up much space in the park. You can take it apart. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it. That is the most important thing so that more and more people join. Give it a like on the Facebook page and remember to watch the other videos, as I assure you that you will find one that will be very useful to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you do and try it, as I found it to be very useful. As always, see you in the next videos. Thanks.